Today I'll be showing you guys the best ways to get a bunch of characters in Zooba and the ones that you want specifically, not just random characters all throughout. So the very first way here is to just grind and maybe get a gold trade here in the chest tab. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Chill, relax. But you can get a character technically. We did do a video like this like a little while back, and now we got to bring it all back here because there are some new ways to get some characters, alright? So first of all, make sure to keep track of this event right here. As you can see, get your points and go get this gold crate right now because it is truly very useful. So get this gold crate right here because it could give you a character. Also play your matches, complete your slots, and what you can also do is grind the battle pass out to get some of these zoo cage keys. Now, what you need to understand about getting characters, and specifically the ones that you want, is it's very simple. Okay, if there's a character, for example, in league number 13, if I for example really want Poe, and then I grind to get rewards here, how about I just don't get to League 14 by grinding out? Because why? Well, because then that includes the chances of getting Susie and Romeo. Now, okay, Susie's a better character than Poe, but let's just say she isn't, okay? Let's just say we don't want these two other characters and we just want Poe. We should just stay in League 13, and that's how it works. You should just not really progress in the leagues if there's a specific character that you really want in the league that you're in, because by having more characters as options, that will effectively decrease the chances of you getting the character that you specifically are looking for, and that right there is a bummer. You don't want that happening to you. That is not okay. So what you can do here specifically, and especially if you are a lower lower trophy player, there is one solution that you actually have for this right here. Is what if you start off your account, okay, and then you specifically want the character that's not too far away from the beginning. If you're trying to get, for example, Finn, here's what you can do here. You can just grind until league number 7 and then not open any gold or emerald crates or anything of that nature, because then yeah, still you have a lot of other options to get, but when you're starting out, you know that the chances of getting characters are really high. So you should take that to your advantage to have a good chance of getting the character that you want. So make sure to use the whole trophy road system thing to your advantage, and also you get more rewards from crates that you open if you're farther along in the leagues, and chests cost more, but you're not buying them. You're still getting them for free because you work for them, so you're still absolutely chilling either way. Alright, let's open these bad boys here. Let's see if there's anything useful in like the tab where you watch ads and stuff like that to get crates. No, there isn't. Okay, you just have this like bronze toolbox here. Well, that's not gonna get your character, so let's continue because we need the good stuff. Alright, Maze of Treasures here. It might actually be a surprise to you, but you can try to get to door 5 and then there might be a gold crate there. And that actually happened to me once. I managed to get a character from a gold crate from door number 5. It's not out of the realm of possibility, and that is not okay. Alright, that's not cool. So, what are some other ways you can get characters? Let's just go to the shop for a second right now, because there are some ways you can get characters from the shop. Number 1, you buy the one that you're specifically looking for from an offer and you spend money off them, or like a lot of gems, but I don't think those offers typically appear. That is bad. Or maybe you find a random character offer in the shop right here, which is pretty good, and it maybe costs like 2,500 gems. Sweet. And then you can maybe open crates and stuff like that to try to get a character. Don't buy these, alright? Don't buy a bunch of crates to get a character. But if you will, try to get the emerald crate, because this has a 7% chance of you obtaining a character from it, which is actually pretty sweet. So make sure to just take advantage of that here and not get a bunch of normal gold crates, but just get the emerald crates instead. And definitely don't get legendary crates, since it has the same chance of you obtaining a character as an emerald crate. So just don't skip out on that, please. So when it comes to the character appearing for gems, I have a solution. So we did start a giveaway a few days ago, and I'll show you the video in which we announced the giveaway. We're giving out 15,000 gems for one person right here, which could effectively obtain you like a bunch of characters, bro, like an insane amount of characters. It's really crazy how that works. So I'll show you exactly what those videos are. It's one of these two: Thanksgiving plus Black Friday update here, the one with where I appear with like the blue hat, or this other one right here featuring the black crate offer in the thumbnail. Definitely not the Clash Royale one. So just those two. Try to look through those two, and then one of them is gonna have where I announced the giveaway and stuff like that. So you could get a whole bunch of characters just from that right there. You can get a total of 6 or 7 characters, actually 6 to be honest with you. So 6 characters, realistically, is not going to be that many, but 6 characters is kind of insane. if you ask me. I don't know, just giving you advice. And while we're on the topic of events and things of that nature, make sure to keep in mind the fact that the Zooba Discord exists and there are a lot of opportunities to get characters from here. First of all, you have stuff like Zooba Fridays, which can give you a bunch of characters as well. Characters of your choice if you get number 1, which is really, really cool. Or niche things like the Darcy art contest, which wasn't actually all that hard to win, since a lot of the drawings frankly weren't that good. So what would you get from this? Well, you'd get Darcy for free, and Darcy is definitely a lot of you guys' favorite character because she's just really, really awesome, and I also really, really love Darcy as well. So there are a lot of events here you could use to your advantage right here. So look at this, for example, Zooba Friday results for the 31st of October, and as you can see, the people that won here first place, yeah, Legendary Toolbox, Black Crate, 1 character of your choice, and if you already own all the characters, you'll get another Legendary Toolbox. So that's a bit unfortunate, but like, you know the point, you get the idea. It's really awesome the fact that you can get a bunch of characters from here. And typically on the actual Zooba game, they don't really talk about Zooba Friday. They didn't once mention the Darcy Zooba art contest event. They just don't do that, and I don't understand why Zooba is taking the time to just announce these things. It's super simple to do, but they just aren't doing it. So that's kind of unfortunate here for the most part. So just, sign in on their Discord server and make sure to keep a close eye on this, because I do too, and if anything appears, I'll show you that. So make sure you stay subscribed, because then you'll 100% see what is actually going to release here. Okay, now let's continue here, because there is some more advice I want to give you here. There was the event, a little while back, where we got a character for Halloween from just playing the event, playing the boss event here. So comment down below who you got from that, if you actually managed to get a character. So that was pretty sick, I gotta say. Now, there are some other things that I want you to keep in mind that I just haven't mentioned. The fact is, you can get characters from, chests right here, hidden in the battle pass. Why did I even say hidden? They're not hidden, bro. But look at this. You got the legendary crate at the end, and this definitely holds a good chance for you to get a character. I left this at the end because you probably already know this, right? But it's still worth it to mention. So there it is. Legendary toolbox here. You get a bunch of cool stuff at the end if you have the battle pass. Of course, if you didn't know, there is a trick you can do, and that is you can get a 7-day free trial of the premium pass, and then for 7 days you'll have access to all of the rewards in the premium pass. So you can just get at the tail end of the season, you can buy that thing once on your device. I don't think you can buy that once per Google account. I don't think that's available. So you just buy that, right? And then you can get a whole bunch of stuff right there for about 7 days, and then you'll just go back to normal, but you'll still have the rewards claimed, which is super sick. So you got to keep that in mind. I mean, the one thing that's an issue is that if you only activate it for a week, then for the rest of the season you won't have that daily mission that gives you 100 points. That right there helps you a lot in getting points. So it's a bummer to not have that, but still, it's definitely better than nothing, because I'm pretty sure you can score yourself this legendary crate and the new item here at tier 30. Like, you can do a lot here with this battle pass. It's super cool. And then of course, make sure to keep a close eye out for stuff like this, for example, the don't miss out offers, because there is going to be another one here for Christmas. If you don't remember, last year we got one of these chain offers that lasted for about between 2 weeks and a month. It was crazy, but you would be able to get a reward every single day, some coins, like a mid crate or whatever, maybe even a gold crate, and then you'd actually get a black crate at the end, and you had to log in every single day. So I'm just reminding you of that to try to check that out and not forget it, okay? Because you don't want that happening to you, now would you? And losing your black crate, essentially losing your guaranteed. No, saying guaranteed is definitely a stretch. It's not a guaranteed character, but you know what I'm saying. It's pretty cool. So make sure to keep that in mind, I suppose. Okay, guys? Now, is there any other tip I can possibly give you? Well, try to, subscribe, because there is a community event coming pretty soon. Maybe for Thanksgiving. There's definitely going to be something for Christmas, so make sure to have that. Okay, I have made some little mock-ups, some little, concept art of some actual community events, but I'm not going to show it to you guys again, because you've probably seen those a bunch of times, so I'll just leave it at that. And then, of course, try to keep an eye out for Path of Pause, because there could be a legendary crate that you can get for free there as a free-to-play player, which is really big news. Should have mentioned that towards the beginning of the video. And if I'm not mistaken, ladies and gentlemen, that is everything. Those are all the ways you can get characters in this game, and oh boy, that was a lot. That was a lot to say. Oh my goodness. Okay, Zoo Cage. Oh, we have so many keys, bro. So many of them, and they're just useless. They aren't going towards anything. It's truly a shame. So just in case, you know, a new character arrives, just don't buy them early access, please. That's not a good idea. And with that said, that's basically everything regarding getting a new character. I'm pretty sure we've said some different things than last time and stuff like that, so that's kind of cool. Do piggy banks give you characters? No, they don't. Alright, smash like if you enjoyed this video, and bye-bye!